down. Oof. Don't know what happened there. And we are live. Okay, hey guys, Warriors, NRL fanatics, welcome back to the YouTube channel. And tonight, joining me to preview the round 9 fixture between the Vodafone Warriors versus the Cronulla Sharks is none other than Hold the Ball. How's it going, Hold the Ball? Welcome back to the channel. And yes, I think we're on now, so it's good to have you back on the channel to discuss this game on Sunday afternoon, which will be very game for us. But how are you doing, Hold the Ball? Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, look, I'm good, man. Thank you again for having me on. I'm looking forward to looking at this game and sort of giving our own opinions, right? So I'm looking forward to it. Bring it on, man. I am ready. Let's go.
Yeah, it's good to channel again, and yeah, let me get into it. So, you with my previews, I go through the team list, both sides, Sharks and the Warriors, or any opposition team. I go through both actually, and I run through, give my thoughts on those teams, and then I go through the key players for both sides and the upcoming games for the teams, as well as the betting prices and all that stuff. So yeah, all right, let's get into it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the home side. The home side is the Sharks. Hold the Ball, go through the Sharks lineup, and I'll go through the New
Yep.
Zealand Warriors team, which is the away side. So, Hold the Ball. Why don't you go first? You're the guest. You go for Sharks team list.
All right, awesome as. So at fullback, we have William Kennedy. The wingers are Sione Katoa as well as Ronaldo Muritalo. And the centers are Jesse Raymond as well as Siosifa Talakai. Now the halves are Matt Moylan as well as Nico Hines. The props see Toby Rudolph as well as Aiden Toman playing. And the hooker is Blake Brayley. The second rowers see Britton Nikora as well as Tej Wilson playing. And the lock is Dale Finucane. Interchange, you have Jack Williams, Cameron McInnes, Wade Graham, as well as Royce Hunt. And in the reserves, Andrew Fifita, Luke Metcalf, Marwin Nahiroti, Connor Tracy, Matt Ukuvalu, Franklin Pele, as well as Braden Trindle. That is the Sharks.
Yep. Now on to the away side, which is the Warriors. So at fullback is Reece Walsh. On the wing, returning to the wing position is Dylan Watini-Zalesniak, back from that head knock he suffered against the side. Viliami Valea lines up in the centres with Rocco Berry, and Dejan Arce is in the halves with Sean Johnson. Adam Fanua Blake at prop, he's the captain, and Wade Egan's the hooker, and the other prop Eliasa Katoa, who starts, and Jazz Tavanga is the bench is Jack Murchie, Ben Murdoch-Masila, and Bunty Afoa, and Aaron Pene lines up in the 17 as well, and the reserves are Bailey Sirenen, Kaniala Otukolo, Edward Cozy, Junior Ratuva, Jaden Corrigan, and Jackson Fry round out the reserves there. So, yeah, look, what's your thoughts on both the Sharks and the Warriors team, Hold the Ball? What do you think?
Well, look, as we know, as it stands, the Sharks are currently fourth place, right? The squad's a good, solid squad. Let's not kid ourselves. We got the likes of Talakai, Raymond playing in there. Again, two people we should absolutely be worried about. But overall, the squad's a good, strong squad, I think. Yeah, it's a tough-looking squad. It's a scary, mean-looking squad, to be honest with you.
Yeah, exactly. And I think if you look at the Sharks team, it's very good. We've got some very dangerous players there as well. Warriors, it's great to see Darlin Watiniak in the side. So, look, in terms of both teams, who do you think has the strongest side on paper? Both evenly matched. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, look, that's a good question. Obviously, I'm going to look at this, with no bias. Look, in terms of the strongest squad, you're going to have to give the experience, I think, anyway, to the Sharks overall. I mean, even looking at their back line, though they're not the most experienced, I still think they're more experienced than what the Warriors had in the back lines there. You look at the halves and Moylan as well as, Nico Hines. Ironically as well, you've got the likes of Finucane, Tolman, Nikora. Yeah, look, it's all over the park for me in terms of stronger side. I probably look. I don't want to say too much here, but I think probably Sharks, in terms of experience, in my opinion, have the strongest side. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think if you're looking at the Sharks lineup, I think they've probably got the better side. For me, Warriors don't have a bad side personally, but you may have to give the edge to the Cronulla Sharks. Look, in terms of rating each other's sides, I'll probably give the Sharks here an 8 out of 10, and for the Warriors, I'll probably say a 7 out of 10. But what sides?
Sorry, Fanatics, I couldn't quite hear you there.
What do you think in terms of rating the sides? What rating do you rate the Sharks and the?
Yeah, oh yeah, gotcha. Yeah, look, Sharks for me, 8 out of 10. The Warriors, in terms of what we could have versus what we do have, probably to me, a 7 out of 10. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yes. So moving on now to moving prices now, and this is via Sports Bet Australia. So the Sharks are $1.20, and the New Zealand Warriors are $4.50 there, and on to the key players to watch for the Warriors and Sharks. Hobble, who are your key players to watch for both teams?
Oh, look, if I was to select, say, 3 on each side, for the Sharks, you can't go past Dale Finucane. I think the experience is absolutely vital for them. Siosifa Talakai is going to be an absolute menace. This guy is far out, man. He's licking his lips, looking at Vilea. That's for damn sure. And I think William Kennedy, going slightly underrated, under the radar. I think he is flying under the radar. He's such a good player, very good ball mover, knows how to find the gap. Definitely them. And for the Warriors, look, Adam Blake is going to be vital in terms of carrying us forward. Absolutely. I think off the bench for the Warriors, I think play close attention to Ben Murdoch, Marcelo, and what he produces. And last but not least, I'm just going to say it, Dejan Arce. What sort of tricks is he going to pull out of his bags this coming Sunday?
Yep. Sounds good. Yeah, for me, for the Warriors, I'll go Reece Walsh, Ewan Aiken in that second row position, and Adam Fanua-Blake and Dylan Watini-Zelezniak. And for the Sharks, I'll go with Sophia Talakai, Ronaldo Mulatalo, and I'll go with Nico Hines as well as Dale Finucane, as he brings a bit of experience in terms of their forwards. And yeah, those are key players for me for the Sharks and the Warriors. But is there anything else you'd like to say in terms of those key players before we move on?
Yeah, look, obviously I'm trying to be impartial here, right? So I'm going to talk for both teams, but for the Sharks, it's just about using their advantages. Simple as that.
Yep.
I think they've got the advantage over the Warriors in many of their key facets there, particularly in the halves. Just use that to their advantage. As for the Warriors, well, look, they've got the grit. They know how to grind it out. To be fair with you, they haven't been playing pretty footy, so if they can clean up their act, they might go a long way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, there, and now I'm gonna look at the upcoming games for both teams. So I'll just bring up the banner on screen here and get the upcoming games. So look, upcoming games for the Warriors. Now they've got the Rabbitohs in round 10 against Rabbitohs in Brisbane for Magic Round, and round 11 we've got the Dragons. Yep, we've got the Dragons at Wynn Stadium, and round 12 Newcastle Knights in Morningdale in Redcliffe Then round 13 up against the Manly Seagulls. So me up against Pro Enzo Vids and Paddy G there. So 2 big Manly fans there. So yeah, that'll be good. But those are the upcoming games for the Warriors. Now, in terms of the Sharks, they've got the Canberra Raiders in Brisbane for round 10 at Magic Round, followed by round 11 against the Titans at Seabus Stadium up there on the Gold Coast, and the Sydney Roosters at PointsBet Stadium. So some very good matchups coming up for the Sharks. But in terms of the stats now, I'm going to look to the stats here. So bear with me here. So head-to-head stats. So they're both 40. Cronulla Sharks have won 24. The Warriors have won 16, and there's been no draws. Now, the last 2 meetings on the 7th of August, 2021 here, the Warriors won 18. The Warriors won 18.16. That's correct on the 7th of August, and then on the 11th of July 2021, the Sharks won 20 points to 12 over the Warriors. And in terms of win records at PointsBet Stadium, we don't have a good record, unfortunately. Sharks are 265 for 151, and the New Zealand Warriors are only 4 from 6. So, yeah, what are your thoughts on that hold the ball in terms of those stats? What are your thoughts on those stats overall?
Yeah, look, I guess it doesn't, really bode well for us, particularly when you look at the win-loss sort of stats there. Yeah, I guess if you want me to just primarily look at that, the Sharks have the wood over us, end of. Obviously, we're happy to get that last one over them, right? But the one prior to that, that's when, who was it? Was it Hamlin Uele who did like that little smackdown, what The Rock does? And, sort of Albert, his own teammate, and it became like a little bit of news there, but yeah, they've got the wood over us, to be honest with you. There's no two ways about it. So how do we sort of stop that, that chaos that's happening? So, yeah.
Yeah, so now on to like an overview or thoughts, quite a final thoughts, or what do you think?
Yep.
Like, how do you think this game's going to go in terms of, action-wise, the match and anytime try scoring? What's going to be the key for us to getting a key for the Warriors and the key for the Sharks to getting victory? What do you think of the ball?
Yeah, look, I sort of alluded to it prior, but I think if I'm, again, courtesy of the home team, I'll be going with them first. So with the Sharks, like I said, they've got the experience all over the park, from quite literally their fullback right down to their lock. It's almost a complete sort of a game for them anyway, right? Taking advantage of that. They've got the experience. They're a better team. Let's not kid ourselves. And hey, on top of that as well, if I'm the Sharks, I'm angry they lost against the Broncos. Time to bounce back against the Warriors, right? So it's as simple as that. Now, as for the Warriors, like I mentioned again, look, hasn't been pretty. But in saying that, if you can clean up a few areas, you must surely believe that there is a chance, right? And though they're the outsiders in regards to the general scheme of things, they can still do some damage. But again, it's up to them to control the pace, stop the errors, hold the ball, and to just really be upfront. But in terms of anytime try scorers, do you want me to go over that stuff or afterwards?
Yeah, if you got any other final thoughts, you want to bring up before we go into the anytime try scorers and predictions, hold the ball. Thoughts, and then I'll give my thoughts.
Oh yeah, gotcha. All right, no worries, man. Look, my final thoughts as well. Obviously, Warriors fan here, so I'm really hoping they can give it a good go. Simple as that. Just drop the errors. Stop the errors, please. I beg of you. That's about it, man. Up the Warriors. You know how it is.
Yep, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think, look, the importance for me in terms of this game on Sunday, being at PointsBet Stadium, which is a very difficult place to go and play a team like Cronulla. They've got the hostile crowd in front of them. We have to silence them early, make sure we can get some points early on, and make sure we don't get off to a slow start, because I think a good start is crucial to our chances of picking up an upset victory. We know that they've got the team, they've got the likes of Nico Hines, they've got such a good side there, Talakai, they've got all the names to name a few, and yeah, they're a team that's going to be contending for a top 4 spot at the end of the year potentially. You never know. Maybe a grand final. You don't know. But for me, I think completion rates are very important in terms of how we hold the ball. Because as they say, hold the ball. That's that's a saying. Hold the ball. But yeah, completion rates, kicking to corners, defensively being on point. Do all the be able to upset victory for me. But obviously, if we can get a win here, it'll be very important and give us confidence moving into Magic Round next week up against the Rabbitohs in Brisbane. So yeah, look, on to the anytime try scorers now prediction and man of the match. So hold the ball. Who you got for anytime try scorers and what's your score prediction and a man of the match?
Yeah, look, anytime try scorer, I wanted to give this one here to I reckon Dejan Asi. I reckon we see some sort of scintillating play that gets us off the seats, standing up in awe. What happens? I think that'll be one. Score prediction. Look, I think for me it's going to be a tight game. I'd love to just magically see a Warriors game where we just have the wood over the opponent and just a strong game, but I don't think it's going to happen. I reckon if it's going to be a tight game, oh goodness, look, I'm going to back the Warriors. Yeah, I'm going to. I am. It is what it is. I reckon Sharks 18 and the Warriors 24. That's right. Yeah. And man of the match, Reece Walsh. He's going to have a blinder. He's going to have an absolute blinder.
Yep, I'm gonna go. In terms of an anytime try scorer, I'm gonna go with Reece Walsh to score. I know he's had a quiet game in the last one, but I think he'll be up for a big one here. And Ewan Aiken to score. He scored last week as well, so he's having a knack of scoring tries. And I'll go with Ewan Aiken, and I'll go with Adam Pompey as well to cross over. So those are my anytime try scorers. In terms of a score prediction here, I'll go Warriors 18, Cronulla Sharks 16. We'll just win it by 2 points. It'll be a very tight one, but we'll just win it by 2 in the end. So, yeah, close game. And in terms of the man of the match, I'll go with Ewan Aiken. Yeah, I think Ewan Aiken in that back row have a big game against the Sharks here. So, hold the ball. Anything else you'd like to before wrap it up for the preview?
Yeah, look, not too much to say here, apart from the fact that I just hope the Warriors win. It's as simple as that. You touched on it before. In terms of momentum, it's important. In terms of heading into into Brisbane, where you and I will be there, right? In Magic Round, it's so important. So hopefully we can get this W, pack up the bags, head to Brisbane, and again get that other W over out of the team, whatever they call the green and red team, whatever you call them, the bunnies or whatever. Yeah.
The bunnies. Yep. Yep. No worries. Hold the ball. Thanks for coming on for this little preview video preview stream for this Sunday's game. Hold the ball. Thanks for coming on. Really appreciate you giving your time up and coming with me. And I'll thank the viewers for tuning preview. Don't forget subscribe to the channel as well, and also like the live stream, and do all the following, and click the bell so you don't miss a notification when I go live channel, and when I upload a video or do a live stream next. But hold the ball. I appreciate you for coming on, and thanks for coming on. I really do. Thank you for coming on the channel tonight.
Look, you're more than welcome. Thank you for having me on. It's been a pleasure. Go the Warriors. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. And